Hey guys, what's going on? Let's get into the charts. Hope you guys survived CPI, had a great day of trading, stayed disciplined, and most importantly, you were green. Looking at ES on the weekly chart, you see, so this is a weekly order block, and then since this order block closed higher than this order block, this was a propulsion block, but you see, I think we're gonna head for 4460. Here on ES that puts us right at the CE of this propulsion block. And I say this because I think this will line up with just based on recent price action. I think this would be sell side for ES, like I've been mentioning, down to 4411. But I don't know if we go that low. I think 4460 seems like a decent target because it would be the bottom fair value gap here at 4460, and it would obviously be in a discount under the zero point 0.5 fib. And then if we go to ES, we'll look at ES on the daily, and then we'll look at NQ on the 4 hour. I think NQ is headed straight for this 15112, I think it's 108 to be exact, area, and 15063, I believe, is this low here. So yeah, 60325. So it's pretty obvious right now that NQ is drawing to these lows. It's going to take them out in the next day or two or three, but very soon. So the problem is if it takes these, we might be looking at a reversal, and ES is not going to drop 70 points while NQ just barely goes a little bit lower to take these out. So it's possible we get like an SMT here, where NQ takes the lows, ES doesn't, but still holds this daily fair value. NQ takes the lows, and that starts our new higher time frame buy model back up to some highs. So yeah, looking at we'll look at NQ today. What happened with CPI? So CPI this morning, you see, like always, we always pay attention to our data highs and data lows, and you see, we closed, got our data lows, boom, reverse, went back up, gave us a little Judas swing to a 10 o'clock, where I tell you guys to always look for if we keep on trending after 10, we're gonna probably keep on going. If we and then, but if we're going to reverse and start a downtrend at 10 o'clock is about that time, and you see what happens there. So today was pretty simple. So you got your little accumulation. Obviously, you had CPI, a little fake Judas down, just a small one. I guess this would actually be the Judas, but we got our drop here to take out the lows, a little Judas swing up to trap some bulls, and then dump. So, and then what caused this? So this is why it's so important to always pay attention to your previous day highs and lows. So if you look, we'll draw our lines right here. That's exactly what happened today. Draw lines here. If we can figure it out here. Draw lines here. So this was our high and low from the previous day. Look at those wicks. So you see, we'll get rid of all this noise for now. Um, so so this low was yesterday's low. Right here, it's not drawn perfectly, but you see this was. We'll go with hourly level. It might make it a little bit easier. So yesterday's high was during London. And then we had yesterday's low during New York AM session. And you see the Judas swing this morning was to go up and take out yesterday's high. And then the swing down was to take out yesterday's low. And that's where we got a kind of AR retrace today. We'll have to see where we're headed. But I think we might be headed for this hourly here on NQ. And I think ES might be drawn towards that same thing. We'll have to see though. I mean, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have. Whenever we like are in this like crazy sell model, we don't have to take the lows and then retrace back up to premium. Like this would be, this would be premium. Maybe it depends where we wick, but we do not have to go lower. You guys seen today, like the whole a lot of the afternoon was, you know, down, 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 up, fair 5 minute fair value, down, down, down. Like it's very easy afternoon until we got until we hit yesterday's low, and then obviously we had the reversal. So that's why I just want to point out how important it is to pay attention to prior day lows and highs, because today was a great example of that. So yeah, I'm looking for ES to get back up to 45.06 fair value. I think that'll tell us tomorrow what's going to happen. I don't know if we even get there, to be honest, but I know NQ or ES does have this small 15 right here. This should tell us we we're getting close to it. We'll probably hit this, going into Asia tonight. Uh, if we get above this, I would expect us to draw higher to this hourly. Same thing for NQ. NQ doesn't have a 15 though, so or maybe it does. Yeah, it's got a tiny one. It's already gone. It's already got over it. But so we'll have to see how it goes. There might be a 5 minute here, but yeah. So there's a little 5 minute. But just kind of watch ES the 15, and we'll see if we can draw back up to these hourlies where we can, draw back up to a little bit into premium, and then to bring us back down to, I think, like I said, I think this 110 and the 63 area is going to be our draw before we go higher, because I say this because this is not going to be our reversal point to go back higher, because the market's already been trending down, and this was a recent liquidity. So all this price action right here did not know that this was going to be here. So that's not what, like, all this down movement was moving towards, was this low. So this low will not be the point, that sends us back higher. We will go and take a previous level over here prior to going back up, but this level could just be used to go back, retrace a little bit, and then to send us back lower. So that's where I'm looking at going into tomorrow. Also, something to notice on NQ. You see, this is twice now. NQ has rejected this daily order block on NQ right at the CE, or the middle part. Depends if you know what CE stands for if you're an ICT trader. If not, it just means the middle of this order block. So you see we're still rejecting, which tells us that we most likely want to draw lower for some reason, which would be, these two levels on NQ. So that's what I'm looking at. A quick look at YM. This thing's still insanely strong, but as you can see, it's still rejecting this daily fair value, and then, as you guys know, NQ is still rejecting this fair value, and then remember it also rejected this fair value. So we're still very bearish on the higher time frame. I think there was one more thing I want to show you. Okay, yeah. So, oh no, I already showed you guys I showed you NQ and the propulsion block. So with that, we took one trade today on ES, and it was actually I didn't feel very comfortable taking shorts today at just because we were already so low. But we did take one play today, and we took we had this little downtrend right here. This was a thing of beauty. So we took a position, I think, at 45.88. So we bought about right in here. I seen us take this low, and our stop was going to be just below this low. We got it back in. We got in at 44.88, and then I was like, let's go break even at 44.92, which would have been this high right at the top of this LR. And then you see, obviously this was too, like, algorithmic to not break back up. So obviously we went to break even here, and then our target was up to here. So this is more just a screen time thing, not the best setup to take, but we had a very tight stop loss that would have saved us, and it was just and we ended up taking profit up at 44.97. So I mean, a 9 point play on ES is always very good, because you usually just shoot for a 5 and get out. So being able to catch a long like that after such a big down move is pretty cool. So with that, I think I covered most of everything I wanted to cover. So with that, I will talk to you guys tomorrow.